Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. So today we are going to create our first computer vision program, okay? And the program that we are going to create is a program that simply opens an image file, okay? And this program we are going to create by using the concepts that we have covered in the previous videos. I'm talking about concepts like modules, functions, variables, data types, and comments, okay? So if you're not familiar with the concepts which I have mentioned, I would suggest that you go and watch those videos first so that you get a full understanding of those concepts. And here we are going to see how we can combine those concepts to create our first computer vision program, okay? So for this program, we would need an image, okay? So as you can see over here, I have downloaded my own image over here. So you can use an image that you already have in your PC, or you can choose to download a new image. So you will have to select your image, and you are going to copy your image, and then you're going to go back to PyCharm. Then you will go to the project folder, and here we are going to choose new. Then we are going to choose a directory, okay? So here we are going to create a new directory. So a directory is basically a folder. So what we're doing over here is basically creating a new folder, okay? And the folder we are creating is, we're going to name it images. So this folder, yeah, you can see a folder over here which has already been created, and it's called images. So this folder is where we're going to store the image that we have downloaded, okay? Great. So here at the images folder, right click on the images folder, then you are going to paste the image which we have copied, okay? So paste the image, and now when you open the images folder, you will find your image inside here, okay? So yeah, we can preview it in PyCharm and so on. Okay, so we already have our image inside our images folder. All we have to do now is to create a program that is going to open that image, okay? Great. So step one would be to import the OpenCV module. So this over here is a comment which we have already covered in the previous videos. Okay, great. So step one, let me write here step one. Step one would be to import the OpenCV module. And this is how we import the OpenCV module. We have already talked about the OpenCV module in the previous video. Okay, so all we have to do is to write all we have to do is to write import cv2. And the second step would be to, step 2 would be to load the image from a file, okay? And how do we do this? Is by first creating a variable. So we have already talked about variables in our previous videos. All we have to do is to create a variable called image, which will store the image that we have read, okay? So all we have to do is to write cv2 dot imread. Then inside the brackets over here, we are going to specify the location of our image, okay? So as you have seen, our image is found inside the images folder, okay? So we are going to start with that. We are going to write images, and then our image is found inside the images folder, okay? So we are going to put a slash over here, indicating that right now we are entering the images folder, okay? Okay, so right now we have entered the images folder, and all we have to do is to type in the name of our image, okay? So the name of our image, as you can see over here, is called cybermonkey.jpg, okay? So all we have to do is to write cybermonkey.jpg, JPEG. Okay, done. So that's step 2, and step 3 would be to display the image in a window called my image. Okay, great. So how can we do this? In order to display your image, all you have to do is to write cv2.imshow, okay, bracket. Then inside here, this I'm show function is I'm show function is a function which is present inside the cv2 module. And as we have discussed in the previous video, the only way you can use to access functions which are present in a separate module, all you have to do is to write the name of that module, then put a dot, and then you can use the function which is present in that specific module. Okay, so the show function takes in two parameters. Parameter 1 would be the name of the window that will display your image, of which we will call the name of our window my image. Okay, and parameter 2 will be the image itself. Okay, great. So the image is the one which we have created over here, this image variable, in this line we read the image from its location, and then we store it into this image variable. Okay, and in this line here where we want to display the image, we use this ImShow function, which takes in the two parameters, which the first parameter is the name of the window, of which you can write whichever name that you want to write, and the second parameter would be the image. Okay, this is the image which we created over here. Okay, so step 3 would be to display the image in a window called my image. So my image is a name that we have specified over here. Okay, oh, you can even drop my image, you can only put image, whatever, it depends on whatever name you choose. So I'm going to stick with my image. Okay, so in step 4 would be to specify how long your image should be displayed. Okay, so how do we do this? We do this by writing cv2.waitKey. Okay, then we input 0. So as you have seen over here, step 4 would be to specify how long your image should be displayed. Okay, so there's this function which is called the waitKey function inside the cv2 module. This waitKey function specifies the amount of seconds, the time taken by the image, the time taken to display an image. Okay, and the time is in the form of seconds. So inside the brackets, you have seen that we have wrote 0. So when you write 0, your image will be displayed until you manually decide to cancel your image window. Okay, but if you input, let's say 1, your image will be displayed for 1 second. If you write 4, your image will be displayed for 4 seconds. If you write 7, your image will be displayed for 7 seconds, and so on and so on. So right now we want to display our image for infinite seconds. Let's say infinite seconds. Okay, so until we manually decide to close the window which displays the image. So our image is done, and our program is as simple as this. So let's run our program and see what our program does. Okay, good. So on running the program, you'll see our image will be displayed over here. Okay, So this is our image which we have displayed. Okay, so yeah, that's all. And as you can see here, we wrote that we want the window name to be my image. So this is what you're seeing over here. Okay, so let's say we decide to change the name of our window. let's let's say we decide to call it our image. Now when we run our program again, you see the name has changed over here. So the name of the window now is our image, no longer my image. It's called our image. So you can name the window however you want to name it. It all depends on you. Okay, so yeah, so you should get something like this. So when you run this program over here, okay, when you run this program over here, your image will be displayed. Okay, so yeah, this is our first project. This is our first computer vision program, and it is very simple, and we will continue to build up on this, okay, in further videos. So from opening an image is where we can perform object detection, face recognition, and we can build up many other projects just from this simple project over here. Okay, so this is our project today, and congrats to you on creating your first computer vision project, of which you created a program which simply opens an image file, and from here we will slowly build up from what we have done today. Okay, so yeah, congrats to you on creating your first computer vision program. And so in the next video we'll continue with further concepts which will help us in creating further computer vision programs. Okay, so stay tuned and see you in the next video.